Play a game.
G'day, viewers. Oh, where's me head? Hang on. Where's me head? I've lost my head. Where's me head? I've discovered I've lied yesterday because I said yesterday was the last stream, but clearly it wasn't. Why isn't my head? Should be on. Where's it gone? Where's my head gone? I can't find my head. The scene with my head on it seems to be actually missing. Isn't that interesting? It's not that one. It's not that one. This is going well. Hello, Iwalichi. It actually seems to be gone. I normally have a face cam thing and I can't find it. Ah. All right. I found it, but why isn't it working? It was working when I paused the stream before. Right. There's something going on here. Let's get rid of you. I don't even have Train Sim World 5 turned on, but you can see it. Something weird's going on. What is it? Right. Okay, now you can't see me at all. Right, that probably means the camera's failed. So, let me try and sort this out. Hello, bad guy. Let me try and sort this out. Because sometimes I can fix this by changing it to the virtual camera and then changing it back. Ah, okay. My camera's missing. It's actually missing. It's not there. Which probably means that's number 2 webcam. What's going on here? Where's the cable go? Okay, the webcam's plugged into the back of the monitor. Now I'm starting to get it. I think the monitor got turned off and turned back on again a while ago. Let me just do that again. And let's see what happens. Shouldn't do anything to you guys. You guys should still see the TSW menu while my monitor reboots. And have I got a camera now? It's got a display. Have I got a camera? Yes! Okay. Head's back. Good-o. Right. Good. Okay, I've already started 222D01 Queen's Park to Harrow and Wealdstone on West Coast Main Line South. But we haven't gone anywhere. No, I'm trying to remember how to drive. We can put that thing in and on. And isn't there a cutout somewhere? That's the one. If I put the cutout on, I can open a window. Right, let's sit down now. Does it have safety systems? I don't remember. There's no switches. We'll just drive. Whatever. Whatever. If there's no safety switches, it's fine. Destination light is on. Cab light's on. We don't want a cab light, do we? No. Gauge lights we want. Tail light, no. Tail light. We don't want tail lights on. Tail light right on. Headlights are on. Okay, now we got headlights? Let's get back in the chair and have a look. We do. Lovely. Okay. Does the TSC thing work? Yes, it does. Oh, hang on. I'm not showing you that thing. Right. No, it's lost its thing too. Okay. Cam 2. Oh, that works well. What a look at messy desk. All right. We'll get there. We'll get there. Very professional, this stream. Very professional. I wasn't actually planning on streaming at all. Why are you twisted like that? Okay. Sure. Why not? Why not? Yeah, that works good. Yep. Yep. Perfect. Oh, come on. It's really hard to do this because you've got to do it backwards to what's actually showing you. You know what? That's going to be good enough, I reckon. If I move that way. Ah, see? Cheat. Make it fit. Right. Where's the horn? There. No, that's not working. Right. There we go. Okay. Good. Let's drive, I think. Are you going to work with this thing? Oh, I know what I've got to do. Yeah. Got to put a direction. It's got to put it to interval first, don't you? And then whichever lever's controlling that, which will be that one. I want to go into off and release and push that. Right, now I should be able to drive if I put that into forwards. No, forwards. And I've got a signal. Go on platform 1. Oh, it works! Just crawl into the platform. How are people today? Bad guy says the head napper returned to Paul's head by the looks of it. Yes. I did find my head. Yes. Paul loses his head in other stories. Very appropriate. Ooh, this needs a dead zone in the middle of this one. I'll just have to be careful. Just get it just in the right spot. As we roll into the platform wherever we are, where are we? Where are we? Oh yeah, Queen's Park. Seems familiar. And in a moment we will be stopping, of course. Why did I pick the Bakerloo? Because in about 30 hours I'll be riding one. Well, probably not that quick, actually. I imagine I'll actually go to my hotel and have a shower before I go and ride the trains. Because if I don't, people might not like me very much. Because I'll probably smell really, really bad. Yes, still coughing. Yay. Right, let's get some doors open. Hello to Belarus. I can't pronounce your name, but hello to Belarus. Yeah, fair enough. Bad guy says, I'm actually happy you did because I won that I can finally jump in with everything that's been going on lately. I've been pretty busy and haven't got to as many streams as I would like. That's okay. Life is. Life does. Bob the Builder, you think? Not in service? What? Hang on. Hang on. Hang on. Not in service? That's not right. Where are we going? Going to... all the way down here somewhere. Wembley, North Wembley, South Cunton, Harrow and Wealdstone. That's where we're going. Okay. More. More. Doesn't it have Harrow and Wealdstone? Or did I pass it? Maybe I passed it. Harrow and Wealdstone. It does have it. There we go. Beautiful. Okay, let's go then. Let's go. Ladies and gentlemen, your driver would like to apologise for the brief delay as he fixed our passenger information system because it was PISing him off. Mr. Hawk, a Monday afternoon stream indeed. See, I'm not getting on a plane for about another... I don't know. When am I getting on a plane? 8 hours? Nah, surely not. Nah, 5 hours. 5 hours I'm supposed to be at the airport. So, I thought, why not? And I thought, I haven't done Bakerloo for ages. Why not? That'll do it. Bad guy says, yeah, same story. Grandma's still in hospital. Well, that's not cool, mate. I hope she gets better. Kensal Green will be our next stop. Eventually we'll speed up. A little bit. I will eat you, says Hamster. Do you mean hamster? There was a singer rumoured to do bad things with hamsters. Now, Bakerloo, unlike the rest of them, when the front of the train passes the speed zone, that's when you speed up. So off we go. Not that the games recognise that, but we have. We're going to do 45 now, because we don't care. Because I know that you're supposed to. Looks like on this route on West Coast Mainline South, our friends at DTG don't have that right. They've done the back of the train. Florian, hello. No, I won't miss my plane, don't worry. I will each as I own the West Cornwall Steam Rail Tour. I like it because of the Christmas decorated rolling stock. That's fair enough. Flashy lights. Bad guy says, kind of been a bit of a string of bad luck. She's had 2 urinary tract infections in 3 weeks. That actually happens quite a bit with older people. It's because, unfortunately, they don't usually clean quite as well as they did when they were younger. There goes a pencilino. Like looking like a giant double-ended pencil. How good are this thing's brakes, do you reckon? Because we're coming in hot. This thing must have safety systems, surely. We do have a day stream, Lord Vectron the 4th. See, normally at this time of day I'm working, or at least pretending to. But I have the day off, because I'm flying shortly. And I finished packing, which was the only thing I had planned to do today, so I thought, why not, eh? Why not? People might like it. It's funny how people have to duck to get into this train. Lord Vectron's pretending to work right now. Well, that's fair too. Oddly enough, bad guy, the same thing that makes beer so good is the thing that makes infections in people. Yeast. Back out in the open again. It's not the fastest thing in the world, but, you know, look at that. Blown away by the 350. I hope that signal's not mine. I will eat you says I still go to the West Coast main line on the original TSW2 London Underground Bakerloo by glitching through the invisible wall. Are you using a mod to glitch through the wall, or are you just going through the wall? And where do you go through the wall? I have not tried this, I don't think. Bad guy says, remember when this route first came out, people with duck to get into the trains, but their heads would pop out the roof. Yes, they did. Yes, there was a bit of that action. Florian says, what I tend to do with these runs now is drive the tunnel part of Bakerloo, then switch to West Coast Main Line for the rest of the run. Bakerloo is just too dead on the outside part. It's pretty dead on the inside part too, but it's only because you can't see them, you don't care. Wealdstone Junction. Where at some point in the near future we should have the Richmond line, I guess. I will do a run inside Bakerloo itself, but I think we may well stay outside rather a lot. Because I do tend to agree, it's busier here. Because if we look over here, there's an Aventi. Doors closed. Doors closed, blue light on. Let's go. No, you don't like starting in parallel, do you? Start you in series and then go parallel. There we go. Iolichu says, I went through the invisible wall at Harrow and Wealdstone. I go close to the wall and put a train behind and climb on the train, and then I'm through the invisible wall. Oh, that's clever. The history of TSW, this game has some of the best glitches and bugs I've ever seen. It does have some interesting ones. That's for certain. This is the only place you've got a chance to really get up to speed. Going downhill. Nice spark from the shoes there, good to see. So we're already losing the speed that we had. What's that, a 710? Looks like a 710. Better say hello. Hello, orange thing. It's kind of funny when you see them side by side, because, you know, it's such a little train. Because if I stand over here, look at the size difference between the two. That's quite staggering. And if you get down at people level, maybe a bit higher. Bit higher. Alright. That's about as close to eye level as we're going to get. Off goes the Bakerloo. You see a few people in that aren't in the chat. You are absolutely, is everybody welcome to chat. Our friend from Belarus says, what to do if I bought Bakerloo line and I don't have it now for how many days? You're on a console probably, I assume. Check your downloads and see it and queue it up so that it actually downloads. A lot of the DLCs don't download by themselves. So you'll have to go into manage game. If you're an Xbox, I can show you how to do that. If you're in PlayStation, I can't. And then find the downloads section and tick it so it comes in. And you might want to find the game settings in the console and say download for this game as soon as I have it. I Will Eat You says the glitches are more laughable to me than annoying, like passengers going through things. I Will Eat You says, how about a 1972 stock on Blackpool branches? Would that work? I suppose it would. 600 DC, aren't they? Would probably work. Stonebridge is the next stop. Oops, section gap. Doesn't implement them, but I'll be nice. There it is there. It's funny how the back of the train's going over the section gap now, yet I'm still using power to slow us down. Bad Guy says, be careful on PlayStation, it will download the PS4 version as well, which is really annoying, especially if you just want the PS5 version. Yeah, it would be. Yeah, would be. Get behind the yellow line. It's not the scariest horn in the world. We'll forgive that guy. He's right on the line. It's fine. Mind you, there's two yellow lines, so which one do they stand behind? Dilemmas. It's a bit like my dilemma today. I normally take a pillow because I don't like hotel pillows very much. But I was thinking, if I don't take a pillow, I can actually fit in the whole 20 days of clothes. So I decided to do that. Because that way I don't have to worry about finding a coin laundry to wash partway through the trip. Righto, off we go. Wembley Central, next stop. A little bit of a pause because we are on our way. We're late, look at that. 30 seconds late and we're probably a minute and a half from the station. Uh-oh. Bugger. So tomorrow after I'll be riding the Stansted Express. Well, actually, I need to check something with Emirates. That's who I'm flying, because I was offered a business upgrade for the second leg of the trip from Dubai to London, which I took. And does that mean I can use the Stansted chauffeur service? I've got to find out from Emirates. I need to ask them. I might ask them when I go and dump my bags today. Because if I can, screw you, Stansted Express, I'm going to get the chauffeur service. Get dropped at my hotel. Because, you know, why wouldn't you? Surely. Apparently Meeb saying bugger reminds of the Aardman's Angry Kid. Could I suggest you Google Toyota dog bugger? Or just search that in YouTube. It's funny. It's even safe for work because it was an ad on TV, so I imagine you'd get away with it. Wembley Central next stop. The doors will open on the left. Please mind the gap between your expectations and reality. Please don't leave any of your belongings on the train because I will gather them up and sell them at the end of the line. Hello, Wembley Central. This is a Harrow and Wealdstone train. It's kind of interesting there, you know, because the stop marker is there, yet there's another stop marker up there for the Class 710, and I would say that we got to 0 yards here, right about there, because I was 5 yards over when we got down there, which would suggest that this is using the wrong stop marker, which is, of course, really naughty. Off you go. Get out of here. Bad Guy says, did you also know the 1972 stock actually has a tendency of sinking into the earth a little bit as you drive along with it? Oh, that wouldn't surprise me. Bad Guy says, you don't have to answer this question because it's really not my business. Out of curiosity, what's the whole trip going to end up costing you? Actually, I kind of do know. Let me have a look. So, without food... can't I sum that? So I haven't bought any food yet, but everything else is paid for, except for the stuff on the Isle of Wight. 6,553 Australian dollars. So feel free to convert that yourself. Next stop, North Wembley, where the Wembles hang out. These ones are all well behaved behind the yellow line, which is suspiciously close to the edge. I started to accelerate then, thinking stopping might be a better idea. Maybe stopping some more. That's alright. Who cares if some people are stuck behind the barrier? Oh, no. Oh, the game wouldn't open the door, but that would have been alright. It hasn't opened the doors yet. There we go. I'm sure I pressed that button. Did I press the other side, maybe? No, they're shut. Always carry a bottle of water with you, so when the person confronts you with a sword on the Bakerloo line, you can smack them in the face with it. Saw that this morning. Someone was actually attacked with a sword in the Bakerloo line. Sort of thinking, is this fucking Highlander? What is going on in London that someone was attacked on a train with a sword? Troubled youth, apparently. Bad Guy says that reminds me of the Detroit Yaris game they released for the Xbox. Really? There was one? Yeah. South Cunton, next stop. Lord Vectron says, I got in trouble at work because I used the term bugger years ago. Asked the manager in a meeting in front of the team why he gave the British slang definition. Oh, you're in Australia, sunshine. Means the same thing here. Next stop, South Cunton. All the Cuntons need to get off the train here. Well, the South Cuntons, anyway. The other Cuntons are at the next stop. No, look. South Cunton. Someone's stolen your defibrillator. Hope you don't need it. That moment when you see someone that you think's not wearing any pants and they get eclipsed by a wall. Inquiring minds need to know. She went this way. Wasn't her. Ah, there she is. She's wearing shorts. Fair enough. It's true that she was not wearing any pants. Hey, when did they start sitting down? Ah, I don't think I've ever seen that before. Uh-oh. I accidentally unlocked the left doors. Clever! Florian says, remember the advert? It does. Actually not bad when you think about it. Bad Guy says, like I was thinking closer to 10 grand. So it's really quite good. Yeah, it's not too bad, to be honest. Mr. Hawk says, can we expect to stream while you're 38,000 feet in the air? With the internet that you get on the plane for free, you're lucky if something like Telegram or Signal will work. That's about all the bandwidth you get. And the trouble is, your phone goes, oh, I'm on Wi-Fi, I'll download shit. Alright, and then you don't get any more messages. Pretty clever plane companies. You can buy proper internet from them, but it's like $20 for 10 minutes or something. Iwalichia says Edinburgh is in Forza Horizon 4. The fourth bridges are there too, but they aren't accessible. You know, if it was GTA 6, the bridge would be there and you could steal it. Kiwi chunky bits. Next up is Cunton. All the Cuntons must get off here. Please mind the gap between the rich and the poor. The doors will open on the left, if your driver remembers to open the right ones. Iolicia says, oh, we talked about that. Bad Guy says, I used to saw a guy a few years ago. Actually, it was out in Alberta. He's on a Greyhound bus and someone cut his head off with a sword. And literally the bus, apparently the guy who did it had mental health issues. I prefer to think it's just Highlander. It does always disturb me when they do the press announcement and they go, it turns out it was a troubled youth. And I go, it's not a troubled youth, it's a bloody murderer. Lock him up. Troubled youth. Well, he was abused as a child. Not a fan of that one. You get to make your own choices in life. Don't blame someone else when you choose something shit. Take the consequences. Go on, train. Let's go. Florian says, I really hope no Kiwis live in Kenton. It could get really awkward. Oh, yes. Well, you know, and Kiwis have trouble counting because they go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You know, just can't think about anything else. They're okay again for a little while, though, because they do 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So they get trapped again at 16. So that's okay. I Will Eat You says, all you had to do was follow the damn trains, CJ. Yes. Do you know what's funny? I still haven't played through that game. It's installed on my machine. I started it, never played it through. Bad Guy says, I don't understand our planet anymore or the people on it. Yep. Oh, if you're wondering why I'm not wearing the TSD shirt, by the way, it's because it's in my suitcase. Because I'm going to be interviewing people, I should wear the shirt. Even if it's on top of another one, so it doesn't get stinky. Harrow and Wealdstone, next stop. And there's a DB Shanker shed. It's somehow appropriate that there's a Shanker on the way to Cunton. We'll have to switch over to the other Bakerloo line now, so that we can drive a train in the underground portion for a little while. Oddly enough, the Bakerloo videos, and I've no idea why, are the most watched videos on my channel that aren't shorts. I don't know, they're all up there though. What's going on there? What's going on there? Oh, you're just going to stand there? Oh, you vanished. Okay, good. Anybody else see that person walk across the tracks and then vanish, like a magician? I bet train drivers wish they'd all just vanish. Because, you know, running them over is kind of... Ew. That's a route hopping thing over there, isn't it? Does that go to the other Bakerloo? We're going to try that. Let's let these people out. And let's go have a look. Quiet, train. I'm not going to turn you off, I don't care. Bakerloo! How about that? Let's do it. Bad Guy says the most famous line from Grand Theft Auto was Big Smoke, Smoke Order. Can we go there? Like, oh, okay. I got to tick something. 2021.
Unauthorized points may be clamped or removed without warning.
They might be clumped. Bad Guy says, well, you're in England. Cool, don't forget to play a nice prank on Matt. Oh, I'm sure I can do that for you. So we've got an elephant and castle in 7 minutes, do we? What are we going to do for 7 minutes? We're going to try and not fall off the platform. Collectible. Does it say anything useful? Granny wins World Wrestling Championship. And there's an international moose count. Very good. Bad Guy, you'll be taking care of that, right? The moose count. Yeah, I'd look like that too. Wow, that was creepy. She just turned and looked at me. Help me. Run away. Run away. Run away. What about you? Oh, you're going to look over there. Fair enough. What about you? What are you going to do? Nothing? Good. Let's go and find the other collectibles since we haven't got a train yet. Or can we go and steal that one out in the yard? There's a question. Is it just me, by the way? Or did at some point in the game did their boobs get bigger? Inquiring minds need to know. Because I'm kind of sure. Wow, they even sit down on Bakerloo. Oop. No route map so far. What are the other collectibles on Bakerloo? You do not remember. Anywhere we can hide? Can we get out? No, they fenced us in. Bastards. Collectibles down here? Behind the lift, maybe? No? No trains either, apparently. Yeah, what happens if you touch this rail? Zzz. Oh, invisible wall. Can't go over there. Oh, is that where you put a train there and then just go over the other side? Why don't we try that? Spawn a new train. Oh, yeah. Coal is straight. Why not? Boop. Clearly a mod. Ha, works. Well, okay.
Smoking is not permitted in any part of this station or on trains.
You guys know that no trains come over here, right? None of them do. You're going to be here forever. Wouldn't it be funny if that lift worked? See our train there yet? Do invisible walls work both ways? Do I have to go back through the shed, or can I go over here? Looks like I can go over here. Oh no, there's the invisible wall right there. I'll have to go back through the shed. Alright, shed. Huh. You can't even see the shed. Because it's not in the map. Huh. Alright, can't delete it. Just have to stay there. How long have we got? 3 minutes. Ah, route map. Fair. They're all waiting for a train that will never come. Do you reckon the next train in is that one up there? Could we just go steal it? Let's go sit in it and see what it's programmed for. It's got a person in it. Ooh, its headlights just went on. Might be our train, you know? Do I still have the mod? No, I don't have the mod installed. Can't shut the doors. Oh, well. This is a stick up. Oh. I'm taking it when you're in the station. You know that, don't you? If I open that now, does it stop the train when an AI's got it? No. I Will Eat You says, if there's a bad guy 89, where's good guy 98? Bad guy says, when do you have some pretty big moose around here? I'd further north, but said there's some pretty big ones, 700-pound buggers. Florian says, that would be a question for Matt when you see him. Right, how many moose are there? I used your glitch. Right. Mine. Come on, gimme. Right, good. Yeah, tail lights. Headlights are on. Destination lights on, cab lights on, gauge lights on, cab light off. And apparently we are going to Elephant Castle. Looks like it. Yep. Good. Why are we rolling? Stop that. None of this rolling crap. Get me in trouble. Wait until 16:08 and 30. I think we're ready to roll, actually. Do we have a key in? No. Oh, we do. Okay. The AIs do that. That's good to know. Let's go, hey-ho. This is an elephant and castle train. Heading towards Cunton. Next stop, Cunton. Maybe. Let's try that. Oh, I know what's wrong. Right, there we go. Now it'll work fine. Yay! Bloody AI is not putting things in forwards. Lord Vectron says internet people think Australia is dangerous with snakes and spiders. They're easy to avoid. Mess with the moose and they scare me more. I don't know, tigers and king browns worry me a little bit, and we have them both around here. Even in the suburbs. The biggest moose you ever heard of was a 1,200 pounds, surprisingly or not. That's pretty big. Lord Vectron says, axe. Bad Guy says, what? The text written in the concrete, kind of hovering there, that would be the marker for a signal that they'd expect you to not see, so they wouldn't have taken it out. Yes, it's actually a good way to get places. I've used it before. You can use it at... What's the last station on the Mildmay line? That one. Strathfield, whatever it is. You can do it there and get over to the trams. AI said the AIs don't do that. Doo-doo? Is doo-doo here? No, the seat's clean. It's okay. I swear these trains have more power when they're on Bakerloo than when they do in West Coast Main Line South. Lord Vectron says we get eastern browns around here, but in my part, plenty of black snakes. Yeah, there's no shortage of the things anywhere, really. I used to train scout leaders and I go, when you're out bushwalking or camping, if you haven't seen any snakes, it's just because they're good at hiding from you. Ladies and gentlemen, we have now arrived at Cunton. All Cuntons, please leave the train now. And sudden stop. Right then. Feels like we've been here before, doesn't it? Elephant and Castle. Or is it Castle? 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 I will eat you, says the 2021 timetable London Underground Class 66s. On the West Coast Main Line, there's Mark II's, Class 40s and HSTs in the R's. There's a Jubilee with a mixed train with a Class 47 at the back. Lord Vectron says, with the exception of browns, most snakes slither away when you're walking. Browns hold their position and get aggressive if you're too close. So do tigers. Tigers will jump you. I have been out four-wheel driving out in the bush on a logging track and been very thankful that it was a hot day, so I had the aircon on with the windows shut, because the tiger snake hit my window, like right next to my head. It's like, you would have been in the car. Next stop, South Cunton. And if you look out the right windows, you will discover a 1972 stock about to pass by. These were developed and first went live in fact, 1972. That was a long time ago. It's 53 years ago, and these trains are still in service. That's actually kind of unusual for a train to last this long. Most trains run to about 30 years. Because being a train is very difficult for the train. Oh, the thing's disappeared again. Oh, that's right, because we changed routes. No, that shouldn't matter. Let's get the train stopping. And why have we lost our... No? There we go. I knocked it off for some reason. No, no, you must go further, further. Sucked in, passengers. So what would the people of South Clinton be? Clintonites? Maybe. Ooh, I hear a shed. Lord Victor on the 4th says, when I was a dumb kid riding my pushy down a dirt track, there was a brown snake in the middle and I couldn't stop, so I kept pedaling. Its head reared up as I bunny hopped over him. Yeah, you're a little bit lucky there. No idea if it took a strike, I just pedalled the crap out of there. Fair. Or Doc Fires asks, I will eat you. Is that the standard 21 timetable or the modded one? No, the standard one. We are running the 21 timetable, I think. It's also got the red 1938 stock in it, and it's got the silver 1972 stock in it as well, of which there is only one, but sometimes you see multiple of them. I will eat you, says Flying Scotsman, had a classmate called the Gay Crusader. I was happy, so what? It's a happy train. I will eat you, says the standard 21. Yeah, that's what we're playing. It's the standard 21. Because the original one is boring. Doors open. No. Push the button harder. It's the one criticism I have about this beast, the TSC-X controller, is the buttons have to be pushed very hard. They're like real buttons. Bad Guy says, in Canada we carry bear spray to deal with. You know how to deal with black bears. Exactly what you carry to deal with a tiger or a king brown snake. I can show you what you use for bears. Hang on a tick, I'll be right back. I don't know if the noise cancelling thing will let this through, but the main thing with bears is to not surprise them. So if you're hiking, you wear one of these. Don't know where the rest of this thing's gone. Wembley Central, next stop. Right. Florian says, we've come a long way from the OG Bakerloo timetable experience to the above ground section on West Coast Mainline South. Indeed. Lord Vectron says, avoiding snakes is pretty easy. Avoid long grass, wear covered shoes, thick pants and jeans if you need to, and don't shove your hands inside things. The other thing to do is what that singer always said. Stomp your feet, stomp your feet, stomp your feet like a brontosaurus. I'll probably get copyright trouble now. She'll claim my video. But that's okay. She can have the 2.5 cents a year it'll make. I like her and I'm generous, so I'll give her the 2.5 cents. Lord Vectron says, I've never met anyone who has been bitten by a snake. I've seen one bite one of my cats once. It survived, fortunately. I have had a scout bitten by one on a camp. Had to take the poor bugger to hospital. Stonebridge Park, next stop. All your marijuana supplies in all its different varieties will be available at Stoner Park. Oh, sorry, Stonebridge Park. I had a near-miss kayaking too, Lord Vectron. I had a red belly black snake. It was following me for ages in the river. And I just kind of got used to it being there. So I stopped thinking about it. And it kind of got up on the back of the boat and tried to get into the cockpit with me. And it got a little bit mad when I wouldn't let it. Bad Guy says the most poisonous snake we'd have around here, and it's not even near you, would be a rattlesnake. The King Brown is the most poisonous we've got, although actually taipan might be more poisonous than a King Brown, I think. But taipans are not common in this end of the country. They're more a northerly thing. That guy, that would work. I mostly just try and make a lot of noise, wrestling bushes and stuff to alert them I'm there, and hopefully they don't come near me. Generally they don't. I've saw bears at Yosemite, and they really didn't give a shit about the humans. They just didn't care, really. There's another Bakerloo over there, and he's got a red light. He has to wait for me. And that looks like the red one. It is the red one. This is the 1938 stock here. Ladies and gentlemen, a special treat. Look to your right. It is the London Transport Museum's 1938 stock. Looks like no one's allowed on it because they've just finished licking it clean. I was amused to see my Postal Museum ticket actually gets me into the LTM as well. So I'll probably pop in there. I'll have time. Postal Museum is Wednesday morning, I guess? I think? Or is it Tuesday morning? Must be Wednesday morning. Let's have a look. Wednesday morning. That makes sense, because I don't get there till Tuesday. I'd miss out if it was Tuesday morning, wouldn't I? Lord Vectron says, classic red belly. Yeah, I'm sure it was just trying to be friendly. It didn't see me as food or anything. No. I Will Eat You says, imagine a fictional LNERA3 named Chief Wolf who has the face of a wolf. Okay. Ooh. Lord Vectron says, I think it's a taipan. I kind of think so. I think taipan is the most venomous one. I don't think I'd want to get bitten by one. It does have an antidote, but in the places that you're likely to get bitten by one, you're a long way from anywhere that's going to have it. Because it doesn't matter where you are in the outback, you aren't near anything. Florian says, I wish that layered onto the West Coast Main Line in reference to the 1938 train. Ordoc Fire says this snake talk is reducing my desire to visit Australia. That's why we talk about it, mate. We hate tourists. Actually, I don't hate tourists. Well, most of the people that visit my railway are tourists. I have packed the overalls for those opportunities where I might get to get dirty in the cab. Lord Vectron 4 says it is the best country, Ordoc Fire. It is indeed. Although sadly ours is changing too. It used to be a country where you just looked after yourself and you minded your own business. And everybody did that. And then we get, here comes Karen. Just reach out, just whack that guy on the back of the head. Should have gone up a bit further, I think, next to the screens that don't actually work, so it's fine. Ah, that bloke will be me shortly, dragging my bag along. Pretty sure his bag was slightly stuck in the train then. Wealdstone Junction is next. I will each as Australia has beautiful Garratt trains. My railway has 3 Garratts. We have G42, which is the Victorian Railways Garratt, built in Manchester. And then we have NGG 129, which is a South African Railways Garratt, which has been re-gauged to run on our railway at 2'6". And we have another NGG 129 that's a little bit sad, so doesn't run. But yes, the big Garratts from New South Wales are actually quite impressive. You see one of those things running around. The big AD60s. And they're both New South Wales and Queensland. And if I remember correctly, the one that runs is actually a Queenslander, I think. I just get hit by someone and pushed through the roof. You did that, didn't you? Bastard. Bye, bye. One of the girls I follow on YouTube who explores the UK incessantly on trains is called G-Love Trains. She does Bazy Bye. She also yells out squishy boobies, but I think she's outgrown that. She doesn't seem to say it anymore. Prepare to go down the hole. Lord Vectron says the Scotsman footplate. Can you buy your way there, or are you allowed on because you have experience in quals? I have bought a footplate ticket, but there may or may not be a little more involved. Stay tuned. You'll find out when I put the video up. That's if it happens. What is that? What is that? What is that? Where's the rest of the HST gone? Where's your train mate? Yeah, we're being naughty. Excellent. And an 08. Or is that an 09? I think that might be representing an 09, but it is an 08. Back we go to full beans. Kensal Green next stop. Mr. Hawk says average New South Wales steam enjoyer. SA in Queensland had a Garrett as well. Yeah, SA's got a couple, I think, and I have a faint suspicion there's a WA Preserve Railway that's also got NGG16s. Not 100% on that one. I think I saw it mentioned somewhere, and I don't think I've ever seen it anywhere ever since, but it could be. That'll do. Signal's green anyway. Boop. Iolichi says, I know steam engine from Australia. Its name's Sir Malcolm Barclay Harvey. I don't know that one. Wardock Fire says, I'm years out from visiting. Ironically, London is your next big trip. Well, enjoy that. Have fun there. Watch out for poorly guided youths with swords. Those two were arrested today, so they'll be out on bail tomorrow when I arrive. Perfect. Lord Vectron, or Florian says the AD60s are stunning. They are, very. The AD60 is massive. First time I stood next to one, it was crazy. They are quite big. They're little wheels, but quite big. I will eat you says squishy what? Boobies, I will eat you. But like I said, I think she's outgrown that and doesn't say it anymore. She also used to put her underpants on her head. This is just her shtick. Sam's Train says day 83 showing up for work, 17 more for the 100. Yeah, make sure you look after yourself, Sam's Trains. I know why you're doing it, and I support your needs and choices. But make sure you look after yourself from a work health and safety perspective, because that's a lot of days to do without a break. I will eat you says that is a class 09 from West Somerset. I thought it was an 09. And it is the WSR 09, says Florian. Cool. How about that? I seem to know my gronks, even though I get confused. That's alright. We have gronks in Australia too. Victorian Railways had them. They were called the F class. And they came in blue and yellow and red varieties. I will eat you is something as interesting as that West Somerset Railway in the winter has a Christmas tree. Well, it'd be Christmas in July. Or, oh, it's probably, no, winter, West Somerset. Yeah, it actually would be Christmas. Real Christmas. I will eat you says the Flying Scotsman pulls EMT Mark IIIs. It pulls a few things. There are some South African locos in WA, but not Garretts. Okay. I will eat you says the class 09s are called Super Gronks. The bad guy says Moggy would be proud. I hope he's doing okay in his studies. We haven't seen him for a while. I know he's alright. Next stop, Queen's Park. Freddie Mercury will be your guide today and show you around. Brian May will handle the guitar solo towards the end of your tour. The doors will open on the left. That'll do. Good enough. Now I've got to remember to wait, because I know the signal's gone green this time. I will eat you says, then there was this unit called the Class 13 that was made from Class 08s. I think the Class 08 had some other things too that turned into them. Alright, off we go. Down the rabbit hole. Shed. For your shedification pleasure, please look to the right. We shall pause our acceleration while you watch. Ah, it's an unbranded EWS on an intermodal. Now, do you guys want cab lights on or cab lights off as we go through the hole down into the darkness? So I'd love to hear from him again. We're becoming actually pretty good friends, got along really well, just chatting over Discord. I think he does still respond on Discord, so you could always try. Kilburn Park, next stop. Kilburn Park is a curved platform. Mind the gap between the train and the platform. Please don't fall down the hole, it's embarrassing. If you drop your mobile phone down the hole, please dive in after it immediately and save it. Darwin would be proud of you. Kilburn Park has the original 1928 tiles. How do I know that? Hidden London Underground. There you go. Lights on says I will eat you, the only one who responded. So that one maybe? Headlights, stabling lights, tail lights, tail light right, cap light. There we go. Cap light's just for you. I think it bleeds through the doors anyway, but... Oh, that's right. You can't get out in Bakerloo. Next stop will be Maida Vale. This is an Elephant and Castle train. Sorry for the accent. He's from the south. Alicia says, found a video that claims there was an LMS diesel named Flying Scotsman. There was. There have been several engines named Flying Scotsman. Lord Vectron says, darkness like my soul. Do you know, it doesn't actually seem to make any difference, to be honest. Well, that one does. I think enough light bleeds through from the cab behind me that it's okay. Maida Vale, next stop. Lord Vectron says, I will eat you, Flying Scotsman was the name of the train itself. Heaps of locos ran that service for named Flying Scotsman. I have actually seen photos of a Gronk wearing Flying Scotsman's nameplates, as in the steam engine Flying Scotsman's nameplates, which is pretty funny. It's the only 100-mile-an-hour Gronk. Come on. There we go. That's what we want. Oilichi says lights up would be spooky. It doesn't seem to make much difference. Lord Vectron says, I will eat you, Flying Scotsman. We've talked about that. Kilburn Park was in West Coast Mainline South, except it's dark and laggy. Well, it's probably never been cleaned up, I guess. Hello, Leon. How are you? I have had a nice day. It's a nice sunny day here. I'm actually sitting here in shorts, believe it or not. Even though I know it's 16 degrees outside, the sun has warmed our house up quite nicely. In fact, it's warmed it up in exactly the way we don't like it to in summer. But in winter, we kind of like it. 3 more weeks in spring, I think. Wow, my head's bright. That's okay. We'll survive. Next stop is Warwick Avenue. Bad Guy says, didn't know that. Definitely have to give it a try and see if I get a response. Yeah. See what he says. If he liked you, he might. Leon says, Sydney Steam Train with Flying Scotsman and Melbourne Steam Train. Well, there was a Flying Scotsman in Australia at one point back in 1988. It came out for the bicentenary. I Will Eat You says it was a class 91 called the Flying Scotswoman. Well, it's quite possible. Next stop is Warwick Avenue. Warwick Avenue is a curved platform. Please mind the gap between the train and the platform. Bad Guy says it was 26 there today. That's quite nice. It's going to be 25 to 27 around where I'm going in the UK, so I don't mind those kind of temperatures. It's a lot different to the 35 from 7 AM to 7 PM I had in Japan. That was warm. Can I get outside the train here? Only on the 3 camera. Can't use the 8 camera. Never mind. The train actually clips through the tunnel there. Interesting. Leon says, I like the London Underground train of the old 1972 stock. That's what we're driving, is the 1972 stock. But there is an aluminium one, just a bare aluminium version. But it's the same train. No, this one we don't get any bleed through from the lights in the back. Next stop is Paddington. Watch out for the bear. I have a video in my camera roll of what I can only assume was a tourist who was teabagging Paddington, much to the amusement of all the kids watching and the disgust of their parents. He didn't last long because a couple of blokes in blue uniforms come and got him. Well deserved, I think. Sam's Train says we had a Castle class as well. Never should have let that go. I Will Eat You said if they could add the Class 91 in TSW, they better make the blunt end drivable as well. Well, I don't know what's planned. Yet. Uh-oh, too far. Can't see the screens anymore. Now I can. Except they don't show anything. Edgware Road, next stop. Tight corner coming up, please hold on to something. They would say that in Japan, you'd get this announcement first in Japanese, then in English that says, hold the strap, changing tracks. Because, you know, they don't do it at low speed there. They just do it. Leon says Flying Scotsman in Adelaide a long time ago. It was. Same year, 1988. Bad Guy says, I tend to melt with anything over 15. Well, you'd be happy here today. Just not in the sun. I Will Eat You says Ted E. Bear. Well, actually, it was Paddington Bear. Welcome to Edgware Road, ladies and gentlemen. Edgware Road is a curved platform. Please mind the gap between the train and the platform. Please take all of your belongings with you, otherwise they will be sold at the end of the day. Gonk. Sam's Train said the bear was arrested by anti-terror police for having a threatening-looking sandwich. Well, it's his own fault for not getting curly ham and cheese. Florian says, I did manage to use one of the outside cameras at Baker Street and get a screenshot, but it took a while and had to go through the train somehow. The shot turned out well, though. I think you can go outside in photo mode, can't you? Yeah, you can go outside in photo mode. So if we go pan... That'll look all right. Now, what might be funny, this is something I've never tried. Can you make it snow? Ah, it's smarter than that. Bummer. What about fog? Can you get fog in the tunnel? No. Damn. Outsmarted by Matt. I'm still outside. Look at that. No, I'm not. I'm back inside. I was confused. The other train confused me. Marleybone, next stop. Please remember to pay the rent with 4 hotels and a house. Thank you. Bad guy says, oh, boo-boo, it's time for a picnic basket, boo-boo. That's the interesting thing, isn't it? Boo Boo Bear with Yogi. The predecessor to La Boo Boo, which is the Japanese-French version of Yogi Bear. Or not. Ladies and gentlemen, Marleybone, the doors will open on the left. This is a curved platform. Please mind the gap between the platform and the train. Left doors. Alex says 5 nights at London Underground. So I don't have that long in London. I only have 1 day in London. 2 nights, 1 day. Bad guy says, actually I read somewhere in London Underground, I don't know how true this is, they have their own version of mosquitoes. Interesting. I'm going on a hidden London Underground tour on Wednesday night, I'll ask them. Irelichu says London Underground are scrapping their 1973 stocks, unfortunately. That's a bummer. Ordoc says with the heat of the tunnels, perhaps they do. Next stop is Baker Street. Watch out for detectives and doctors in funny coats with multicoloured scarves and a blue box. Baker Street is a curved platform. Please mind the gap between the platform and the train. If you fall into the gap, please remember to yell loudly. A member of staff will not care very quickly. Sam's Train says they do have their own mosquitoes. Captive population, they evolved into a different mosquito. How weird. They find it in the amber. Are there any dinosaurs down here? Do you mean tube trains by any chance? I will eat you rather than tub trains. Bad guy loved that show growing up. Ordoc Fire said in the US there's a chain of campgrounds called Jellystone Park with Yogi and Boo as their mascots. Cool. Bad guy says they're really playing off the nostalgia with that one, but it's awesome though. It is a little bit nostalgic. It's funny, isn't it? I've got this giant lever and I only use the bottom of it. instead of the whole thing. Next stop is Regent's Park. Please do not get in the box with the horse. Do not feed the horse. Do not touch the horse. Do not pat the horse. The horse may bite and kick. If you annoy the person on the horse, the police will come and get you. This is an Elephant and Castle train, Regent's Park. There are no screens at Regent's Park, so I will simply guess if you're done boarding or not, and drive away. Please do smash the like button. 20 viewers, 8 likes. Lovely if it was 20 likes. That would be cool. Off we go. The reason that I asked for likes, by the way, is if you get a good set of likes, it will actually promote the video on the now streaming page on YouTube. Oxford Circus, next stop. I will eat you says, remember this train PSA called Beware the Friendly Dragon. Did I show you that the levers have a giant bolt through them? There you go. Look. There's a giant bolt in there. And the handles that feel like metal, they're actually not. They're some kind of plastic, but they're heavy, so they feel like metal. It's a very long thread. Bad Guy says I was guilty for forgetting not to smash the like button, but I smashed it and hopefully I didn't break it. We can smash the like button. Oh, Oxford Circus, next stop. Watch out for the lions. Oxford Circus is a curved platform. Mind the gap between the platform and the train. I will eat you, says Matt should paint the cope loca pink. I'm tipping he has. It's actually starting to get cold now. The sun must be going to put my heater back on. I could just go and put pants on instead of wearing shorts, but, you know, that would be logical. Piccadilly Circus, next stop. Elephants, giraffes, clowns, sideshows. Sam's Train says they aren't like a whole other species yet anyway, but the tube-bound mosquito has adaptations for that specific environment. Doesn't take long with insects. Fruit flies evolve very fast. Yes, they do. Some fruit flies are immune to insecticides. Down bubble. Bad Guy says that's sort of what I was reading. It's kind of interesting they've adapted for that type of environment. Well, if they're here, they're probably in the New York subway too. That's an interesting environment. The next stop is Piccadilly Circus. Piccadilly Circus is a straight platform, so there shouldn't be a gap between the train and the platform. But if there is, don't fall in the hole. Piccadilly Circus is most famous for its protesters. You can pick up your placard and face mask at the top of the escalators. I will let you think Shrek is in the tunnel. It's a strange thing to think. Bad guy says, for fruit flies, I just use apple cider vinegar with a little bit of dish soap, cover it with some plastic wrap, poke a hole in it with some toothpicks, and you got yourself a perfect homemade fruit fly trap. I'll have to give that a try. I have not tried that. Because we've got chickens, flies are a bit of a problem in summer, and we have these plastic jars with holes in the top. And you can buy goop to put in them, but you can just put honey in water as well. It works fine. Next stop is Charing Cross. No one knows why Charing is cross, but if you find out, please let us know. Charing Cross is a curved platform. Please mind the gap between the train and the platform. And you have to be careful because Charing Cross is only subtly curved and seems straight, but it's not. I'm going to an abandoned underground station on Wealdstone. Aldwych, I think it is. Let me have a look at my my thing. Yes, Aldwych. Going on the Hidden London Underground tour. If you're not familiar with the Hidden London Underground, they have a YouTube channel with a great many adventures. Embankment, next stop. It's the hill that holds up the banks. Ordoc says, speaking of New York, how is the LIRR? Which one? There are several. The most recent one I'm not a huge fan of, but the others are quite good. The reason I'm not a fan of the most recent one is all the invisible walls that the operator insisted on putting in there. So you can't just walk down the tracks, for example. You get stopped by an invisible wall. I saw a jumping mod for TSW the other day. Thinking that could be handy. Elephant and Castle Train. This is Embankment. Embankment is a curved platform. Please mind the gap between the train and the platform. And we're stopping here, honest. Florian says the new LIRR commuter is great. The old one is showing its age. I agree it is, but you have more freedom in the old one. There's two old ones too, because there's the, what's the other one called? One that went down the other line. Bad guy says, yeah, fill a paper cup about halfway up the dish soap, cuts top layer of vinegar. What the flyers will go quite effective. You can give that a try. Because we do get fruit flies hanging around our compost bin fairly often. Waterloo, Waterloo, it's more than I wanna do. Irelicha says I can handle Peninsula Corridor not coming to TSW-6. At least there's other MP36 and F40 units. I miss the gallery cars. I'm not going to tell you to do this, but it wouldn't surprise me much if you copy the pack file over to 6, it'll just load it. Just saying. What I don't know is whether the licensing check will pass. I'd be curious. You could, for example, get the old NEC to run in, I think it was 3, but it wouldn't run in 4. Ladies and gentlemen, Waterloo. If your name is Napoleon, please surrender now. Bad Guy says, do you remember the stream call where Matt talked why they talked about why it took jumping out of the game? It was quite an interesting answer, if I remember correctly. I think it's because you can bounce over invisible walls, to be honest. But the mod's kind of cool because it doesn't change the game itself. It builds the capability into a piece of rolling stock, and you spawn that piece of rolling stock somewhere, anywhere you want, and from then on you can jump. He's got another one for flying that works the same way, which is basically Unreal's Ghost. Ghost and Fly. Ghost will let you go through things, Fly will still obey collision. Lambeth North, next station. The silence of the Lambeth. It puts the lotion in the basket. Oh, well, Ichi says I have an Xbox One. I'd be heading towards saving up and getting yourself an S or an X. I will eat you. TSW-6 is going to run on the X bone. But recent releases have been constrained on the older platforms, and some things haven't come out for the older platforms at all. Loading, loading, loading. Florian says Harlem Line. It's technically not LIRR, as it's not a Long Island and operated by Metro North. Yeah. True. Same operations, though. Lord Vectron says the real law reason is no train driver, I know, can vault over fences. Yes. Ioleach says they should add jumping back. I want to surf on trains. That's one of the reasons why they don't. Yeah, you can run God mode, but there's another mod that gets you flying in Ghost now. Let me get you a link. Search for jump. There you go. There's a link for those of you who are on PC. Next stop is Elephant and Castle. This is our final destination. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. Get off the train. Elephant and Castle is a curved platform. Mind the gap between the train and the platform. Please remember to pick up your belongings, service animals, and children, and take them with you. None of these things are desired. It's kind of funny. Do you know how many times I've spattered this station? Look how far away the red signal is. Get off the train. Get off the train. Evacuate now. Evacuate now. That's all, folks. Ooh, I didn't speak much at all. Quite behaved myself. All right, then. What are we up to? What time is it? It's 4:30. We could do another one, surely. Turn to timetable. Go the other way. Bad guy shall take a look. Not on PC, but still like to follow the mods, because sometimes there's really good ideas. You can kind of pop into the TSW forums and post them to be possibly put in the game. Someone did observe recently that when I run a mod, a couple months later it turns up in the game, which I found vaguely amusing. I don't think I've got anything to do with it, but, you know. Where do we just go? Elephant and Castle. So we want to go the other way. Elephant and Castle to Harrow and Wealdstone. And, yeah, dynamic weather. Won't matter. Good. I will eat you says Richie Rails is funny. Richie Rails is a friend of mine. So, yes, I would agree with you. Richie Rails is funny. He's a good unit. I'm actually meeting up with him twice, actually. Alrighty. We're in the shed. Not that kind of shed, though. Let's get that open first. Key on window. And off. 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 On. Off. Gauge lights on. I'm sure there actually is a safety switch here somewhere. There's some kind of safety system that you can turn on somewhere. But I can't remember where it is. But anyway. Wait until 5:55. No, we'll just go really slowly towards the red signal. Thank you. Oops. Need to go into forwards. We're going to Harrow and Wealdstone. There. Really, who would want to wait 5 minutes? We can't go very far because there's a red signal. Bad guy says bedtime. Good night, mate. Enjoy. Bad guy says, well, thanks, folks, for the chat and enjoy the stream, Paul. I hope you get your vacation. We'll talk to you when you get back. You probably talk to me while I'm there because I will try and be in the chat for some of my stuff. Looks like we've got the signal now, so we can go into the station at least. Night of the Living Spad. There. We have a shunting disc up there. Something very loud going past. It's probably Jeremy Clarkson. He's loud. We're going into platform 1. Woodrock Fire says, have a good trip. Thank you very much. I hope to. Hello, Hannah Scott. How are you? Guess what? You're not here at the end. Yay! I will eat you says, I like cake pops. That's okay. I'm not quite sure what a cake pop actually is. The other train has left from the platform, but it's only just outside the station. So we'll roll in there slowly, even though we're supposed to wait. And we will get our doors open and get people boarding. There's something very wrong with that lady's shorts. It's letting in light where light doesn't belong. Hannah Scott asks, is a cake pop just a cake on a stick? It'd kind of imply a frozen cake on a stick, wouldn't it? doors opening. And in about 8 seconds, the game's going to go, how did you get there? Next stop is Kensal Green. Should probably shut the doors first, eh? Bakerloo line unit number 224. Here we go. What light do you think's new, Leon? We are in the Bakerloo. "19 people and 12 likes. I would highly appreciate the 7 of you who haven't smashed the like button. If you like what you see, please signal that and chuck in a like. Doesn't cost you anything. Doesn't affect you at all. Only affects me. Next stop is Kensal Green. Pendo, pendo, pendo. Am I going back in? No, we're going. We're doing the right thing. Good. We're just outside. It's weird. Wrong lever. Leon says green and red light at train station at Queen Park. I don't think it's new. Hannah says it would be good if they lay it on the West Coast Mainline overground trains on this route, even as AI. I wonder if there's a mod timetable for it. Let me look. Search Bakerloo. That's West Coast Main Line, which is not this one. Automatic train announcements. Ooh. I don't see a timetable mod for the Bakerloo, which is a bummer. Well, there's one for a Bakerloo tunnel texture change. That looks like an interesting mod. Kensal Green, ladies and gentlemen, the doors will open on the left. Beware the Kensals. Oh yeah, game's not in focus, is it? That's what's going on there. I was having a look at mods.
Feel free to contact a member of station staff or use a help point.
Leon Parsons says, hello, high-speed train. That was a little while ago. I will each use stuff in German. Very good. Actually, it's not German, is it? No, Austrian, maybe. Lock the doors. Let me try and translate your comment while we drive away from here. It is German. How about that? No, I don't want it in Portuguese. It says, I'm happy to enjoy Train Sim World. It's a fun game and I enjoy driving trains. So in other words, you just say, I like trains. Hannah Scott says, well, I think when this line was built, the other track is just scenery, not an actual line. Yeah, I don't think there are actual tracks there. So they'd have to do a bit of work. About to pop back out into the sun again. Oh, it's so bright. As we cruise at max speed. Alicia says underground Ernie. Leon says on YouTube I see new underground stock train. I don't think on this line, but yes, there are some new ones coming up. Too fast, too fast, too fast. Not better. C, hi to you too. Or should I say, since where I recently was, hi-ho! No, well, YouTube confirms it's German. Google Translate suggested it was German too. How are you, C? Next stop, Wealdstone Junction. Why do I get the impression, even though I think I picked an Elephant and Castle out, we're actually going to Elephant and Castle, aren't we? Oh no. We are actually going to Harrow and Wealdstone. Okay. Fair. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Wealdstone Junction. You can change here for the Richmond line and one other one. Can't remember what it is though. That's okay. Hannah says, I've been playing Density Go on the PlayStation on the weekend. A lot of fun. It's very strict on the rules. It is very strict. I haven't found a way to stream Density Go. I have a PC version of it, but it's sensitive. Next stop is Harleston. She says, I'm good. How are you? I said, I'm pretty well. Heading off to the great UK tonight, my time. Be leaving the house in about 3 hours, I guess. Should be enough. Oh, look at that. A 7 tentacle. Did I go back to West Coast Main Line? I must have. Huh. Because you wouldn't get 710s on the Bakerloo. We're almost going to make the speed limit before we start going up again. So close, yet so far. Harleston, platform 2. This is a slight curve. Please mind the gap between your life and reality. There we go. I do remember Colonel Failure, I Will Eat You. He is actually working for another games company, I've heard. Leon says, be cool if we see new London Underground stock S7 and the new London Underground train line. Matt has said a lot of times that they don't want to make another underground line because it sucks and they hate building them. Leon says, had fun going to London. A little bit more than London, but yes. Going quite a lot around the country this time, from the very, I might get my sides correct, the very southeast to the northwest. All in England this time, though. I'm not leaving England this time. Next year will be Scotland and Ireland and perhaps some more Wales. Next stop is Stonebridge Park. Be safe, says C. Well, I'm not going anywhere just yet. Hannah Scott says, I've been playing on my Raspberry Pi, maybe legally dubious. Oh, I wouldn't know. C says, I can't see any more underground stuff for TSW. No, I'd be a little bit surprised. And we've got some German stuff. But I'd be a bit surprised if we got anything extensive anyway. What is that over there, big curly thing? Oh, it's Wembley Stadium, isn't it? Right. Gratuitous bridge shot. Ooh, wrong. I somehow got into full screen mode for a moment there. It was disturbing. Rather disturbing. I don't know what that did to the stream, if anything. Have I just passed the station? I have. It's going to be close to an objective missed. Huh, took it. Is there a train in the platform anywhere? Oh, that's pretty close. 2 doors. 2 doors. Oh, 3. Pretty good. Now I can remember how to reset this bloody thing. That was pretty good. I releases I'm okay with TSW not making another underground route. So yes, you have to come to beautiful Wales. We probably will, because I think she'll really like the countryside. And I want to go back to Tallaght. Good reason, isn't it? Wembley Stadium. Hannah says photo mode on the underground section interesting. We did photo mode before in the underground bit. It actually worked. I was quite surprised. Hello, Florian. Well, you've been here for ages. I don't need to say hi, Florian. But I will anyway. Hi. Lord Vectron says, I've done enough work today, so heading off. Good stream and have a good flight. Thank you. Have a safe journey home, mate. Down, Bubble. I'm almost going to get to the speed limit. Leon would like more underground lights and new stock train. That's okay. Hannah says it works, but you can see the tunnel just floating in the sky. No, it actually worked properly. Like we were in the tunnel. It was a nice tunnel shot. C says this is a direct flight. No, via Dubai. And I fly cattle class from Melbourne to Dubai, which is a bit over 9 hours, and it's an overnight flight, so I'll be trying to sleep. And I was offered a upgrade to business from Dubai to London, so I jumped at that and took it, even though it cost me money. It didn't cost me anywhere near what a business class ticket would cost. But I do know that if you don't take, when they offer in Dubai, when they offer in Emirates, if you don't take it, you will not get offered on your home leg. But if you do take it, it increases your chance of being offered on your home leg. And as a sole traveller, you're the kind that's most likely to get upgraded as they try and position for families and things. Leon says, going fast, just like an Adelaide tram. Yeah, Adelaide trams aren't very quick, are they? I just got a like from LaserJet. How about that? Mr. Hawk says 9 hours to Dubai, it's closer to 14. I think you're correct, Mr. Hawk. I do think you're correct. Just jogged my memory that yes, it's it probably is closer to 14. I think you're right. And then I've got 7.5 or 8 from Dubai to London, and there's about an hour and a half in Dubai as well, which will basically be enough time to have a proper toilet and a cup of coffee. That'll be about it. Mind you, I might skip the coffee, because even though my body's going to think it's daytime, I'm kind of hoping that I can just put the bed down flat and cover my head up with something and try and sleep. Next stop, North Wembley. Well, says that the class 52 is pretty gassed. Gassed or fast? It's slated as 7.5, but it depends what kind of activity is happening in the Middle East. And I know that one of the countries was pounding another one of the countries yesterday. And I don't know if they'll be avoiding that airspace or not. We will see. North Wembley. North Wembley. Wealdstone says Laserjet is funny and awesome. Made a reskin on Flying Scotsman for him and it appeared in one of his videos. I should, in theory, maybe, because he is... it might actually meet him on this trip, you know? Let's just say I'm going to an activity that he might be at, and leave it at that. Be seeing British Ace as well. She says, I meant fast, not gassed. Silly typo. Hannah says, I enjoy running the overgrown train on West Coast Main Line, Euston to Watford. Seems like a good thing to do. Florian says, Dubai is a huge airport. Takes ages to go from gate. That's a bit for me. Yeah, it does. It is a very, very large airport. One of the other advantages of business is they won't leave me behind. They will wait for me. Leon says, no tram to Glenelg. They upgrade the tram line, made tram go over traffic. We open in 2026. Bus to Glenelg right now. I remember trams to Glenelg. They had trams like our W's. They got rid of them all. Isn't that funny, given all of the teal political parties? Teal, a confused cyan. Yep. That's kind of funny. More power. Actually, if I go back to off. Oh no, it's already on rate 2. This hasn't got a weak field pop-up, does it? This is all the power we're gonna get. This is it. All of it. Hannah says, I grew up near Watford, so home time bias is there. Fair enough. Next stop, Gunton. All the Guntons get off the train, please. Oh, Alicia says, oh, Dr. Beeching, what have you done? He's not the Messiah. He's just a very naughty boy who doesn't like trains. Next up, Clinton. The doors will open on the left. Mind the gap between the train and the platform. This station is under video surveillance. George Orwell, eat your heart out. Robot. Let's go kick the robot. I haven't kicked that one clearly. Which means I am on West Coast Main Line. For sure. Not that one. Let's replace their stolen defibrillator. Zzz, it goes. Ooh. Compressor noises. Sorry, man. I think I cut your legs off with the door. Sorry about that.
May I have your attention, please? Closed circuit television and remote video monitoring is in use at this station for your personal safety and security.
Can we go now? I made it mad because I got up. C says 2 weeks till the Dovetail Live. Ironically, C, Richie, myself, and Casual Rail on the day of Dovetail Live will actually be riding North Yorkshire Moors. Oops. Harrow and Wealdstone next stop. And yes, it is Monty Python, I will eat you. Hannah says the Thames Link from King's Cross to Luton would be a good route to see. I know someone who lives in Luton. That would be cool. Good fun. Leon says, but new tram stop in Adelaide go over traffic. So I assume you mean a bridge, Leon. A bridge, perhaps? Noel Ichu says Humpty Dumpty. If you like eggs. Leon says if you kick the robot will get you to death. No, I don't think so. The robot's happy. Iolichu says legs going through doors. And you know Monty Python's Mr. Creosote. It's wafer thin. Yellow light. Harrow and Wealdstone at next stop. This will be the last stop of this service. Hannah says, I grew up in Boreham Wood, so it'd be nice to see Elstree Station in the game. It's good if your own home station comes in. I mean, that's not going to happen for me, but, you know. Be cool if it came for you. Iwalichu says, better get a bucket. Going to throw up. A bucket for Monsieur? Oh dear, Monsieur has vomited everywhere. Red light. No need to put out your red light. Roxanne. I don't think I've watched King of the Hill for a very, very, very long time. That's it for this one, I think. And I think now we should run a Bakerloo in the other direction. I think that's it for this one. Harrow and Wealdstone. Yep, that's it for this one. Lock the doors. Luis Rodriguez, hello to you, good sir. Leon says you want to wait for the red light for 1,000 minutes. Well, I don't. I'm going to go to the siding. We have a shunt signal. We've probably still got passengers knowing this game. Let's have a look. Do we? Yes, we do. Welcome to the sidings, people. So we roll into the Harrow and Wealdstone centre siding. Those people can just sit here for the rest of the day. Which three-headed giant is that? I will eat you. Hannah says I lived in Colchester for about 15 years, which is why you also want the Greater Anglia route. I've seen a bit of mumbling on the forums about Greater Anglia, so... do they know something we don't? I don't know. Hannah Scott says, Bakerloo couldn't escape if you wanted to. Yes, you could sing that to the ABBA song. Bakerloo, Bakerloo, couldn't escape if you wanted to. I shouldn't sing, I'm really bad at it. Come on. A little bit more, a little bit more. Little bit more. That'll do. That's the end of that one. Okay, let's jump in back into the original route this time. So I have to go back out to the main menu. Oh, that three-headed giant. What about the bunny? Leon says I'm a good singer. I doubt many people agree with you, Leon, but thank you anyway. I appreciate you. Okay. Trains. That's what I want. Trains. Bakerloo. Tim table. Ooh. Yes. Yes. And can we go? Where can we go with this one? Oh, let's do the whole thing. No, that's that way. We're going to go the other way. Elephant and Castle out. Elephant Castle to Hassan and Wealdstone. There we go. 603. That'll do fine. Who cares about the weather? We're in a hole. It doesn't matter. I will eat you is very original with his Baker Poo. Alright, now I've got to remember how to drive this thing again. It's been a long time. And on... I think you can just open the window in this one. I don't think it cares. And do we have to do that valve? No, apparently not. Forward. We're going to have two levers, so that one's going to work. Good. Couple strip. Headlight we want. No, headlight on. Instrument lights on. Overload reset. Door cutout in. I don't think you need to do that actually. And weak field on. That should make it more powerful, in theory. Okay, let's get some doors open. If they're not already. Oh, maybe they already were locked. Apparently they were. Alright. We're going to do this in power 2 because we can. There's something I haven't done, isn't there? What haven't I done? What haven't I done? Ooh. Not that one. Not that one, but there's clearly something I've not done. Handbrake? No, that's off. Nothing down there. Maybe I shouldn't put the weak field flag down. Maybe that's it. They're all on. Nothing I have to do over here, I don't think. My key is in, isn't it? I'm sure I've put the key to the right place. Master key lever is on. No. Maybe the doors are open or something silly. Let's go and have a look. Actually, I know something else we have to do. Is it this one we got to put the lights on? There you go. Passenger lights off. Passenger lights on. Right, now we've got lights. What am I missing, folks? I think that's where we're going, isn't it? No, that's where we've been. There we go. Westinghouse brakes looks like it's off. Let's just take this back to off. No. There we go. No, the door's not open. This thing's much louder than the other one, isn't it? Let me bring it down a little bit. There we go. That should be better. Much. Lambeth North, next stop on the 1938 special. Where we just kind of guess our speed. There's two levers now. That's confusing. Can't quite see the speedo unless you look up there like that. It's kind of boring. Iriliccia says, why is the TSW5 out now still in the loading screen? They should have removed it. Why? It's still true. Can I try the photo mode in the tunnel? I shall. No, don't spad! The doors are unlocked. Why did you think the door was open, Leon? It's not. Alright, let's get most of the train in the tunnel and go into photo mode. Oop. Ah! Well, that didn't happen last time. That's funny. I like it. Take a screenshot. Save and upload. Let's try in this bit. No, same. Oi. No. Next up is Waterloo with the difficultly placed speedo. Squealy, squealy. Next stop is Waterloo. You like Sir Topham Hatt, says I will eat you. Now arriving Waterloo, the doors will open on the right. This is a... what train are we? I've forgotten. This is a Harrow and Wealdstone train. Doors will open on the right, mind the gap between the train and the platform. Don't fall down the hole. If you're in the last car, please walk forwards. Not that you get the announcements on this train, because that thing's for yelling at the guard, apparently. Boop. Off we go to embankment. Yeah, it's still the same here. It did work somewhere. Full of bananas. Whee! Next stop is embankment. Please mind the curve. Hold on tight to your dreams. Hannah says, told you it was interesting. I suppose they don't need to make anything outside the tunnel. No, they don't, because you're not supposed to be able to see it. Embankment, doors will open on the left. This is a curved platform. Mind the gap between the train and the platform. Leon says, scraps old steam train, make new train. Lots of the world had steam trains, Leon. Lots of the world still does. Up we go. Next stop, Charing Cross. I will eat you said I had a HST Pusher Jubilee one time. You'd need a mod for that. Because they would not normally couple. Charing Cross, next stop. We got a light on? No. Charing Cross, no gaps allowed. Ooh, listen to that compressor. Piccadilly Circus, next stop with our red shiny train. Alicia says the Jubilee did couple to the HST. Shouldn't. We're a lot too fast. Yes, we were a lot too fast. We were very naughty. He's not the Messiah. Next up is Piccadilly Circus. C says my little daughter is waving at you because I got you on TV. Hello! Now stopping at Piccadilly Circus, the doors will open on the left. Please enjoy your day in London. Please try not to get attacked by anybody on a moped, and make sure you keep your phone in your pocket. Maybe it was here we tried photo mode. There you go, it works here. In fact, I kind of like that shot. There you go. Mr. Hawk says, I think the GWS HST have the ability to use the coupler bar from that rescue scenario with the shed, which might be how it's connecting to the Jubilee. I kind of think that has to be turned on in the scenario, but maybe if you're doing it in Formation Designer, it knows how to do that. It's possible. Oh, Oxford Circus, next stop. New shoes, everybody. New shoes. Oxford Brogues. IOLH says the MLL HST can also couple to the Jubilee. Learn stuff every day. Whoops. Too fast, too fast, too fast. Wow, I must have been really speeding. Up, bubble. Oxford Circus, next stop. Doors will open on the left. This is a curved platform. Mind the gap between the train and the platform. We ended up on Westinghouse brakes. That's not good. Because the first setting on the Westinghouse brakes is release. Smart. Next up, Regent Park. This is a Bakerloo train, brought to you by La Boo. Going down. Hannah says this route is fit for a king, a real regent's treat. Feels like we're going uphill though, even though I know we're not. Now arriving at Regent's Park, the doors will open on the left. The Regent's Park is a curved platform. Mind the gap between the train and the platform. Please don't fall down the side there or you'll only be useful as chicken food. Which should be okay because my chickens are always hungry. Do chickens eat human? They probably would. They eat everything else. They eat chicken. Give them chicken, they love it. Alrighty, time to go. Off to Baker Street. Or not. Release the brakes might help. And then power again. Hello, Joshua Cumbers. How are you? Welcome to the stream. Sorry. Hello, train spotter Tamworth. Next stop is Baker Street. Watch out for a man in a big blue box. I think we're going a bit fast, don't you? I think we are. Felt a bit quick. Baker Street, the doors will open on the right. Baker Street is a curved platform. Please mind the gap between the doors and the train. And spad. Did we just get away with that? Wow. But the signal's there. Why didn't it spad? It is still red, isn't it? Uh-huh. Can I photo mode from here? Never tried. Oh, I can. Look at that. Let me go up a bit, though. Oh. Ah! Being useless. Come on. Why don't you go where I want you to? Right. Now we need to focus it. There we go. Lovely. Perfect. Done. Everybody will know what happened there. I don't know why it worked, though. All right, let's get back in the chair. Hannah says one of the Bakerloo announcers, Emma Clark, got sacked for posting a spoof announcements on her website. Oh, that would be funny. Probably not a sacking offence, though, unless they were mean or something. Next up, Marleybone. Bacon's of dog food. I keep going into Westinghouse Hold. Annoying. Great Central, apparently. Fair enough. Here we go. Edgeway Road, next up. OHS says, honestly, like, have fun with the Make 3As from West Coast Mainline over Shap. Chocky says, hello. Hello, Chocky. How are you? Have you reached 1,000 subs yet? Chocky's trying to get to 1,000 and he's really, really, really close. So go have a look at Chocky's channel. If you like Chocky, subscribe. Next stop is Edgware Road. Edgware Road is a curved platform and a gap between the train and the platform. Oi, train. What are you doing, train? You're on max brakes. You're supposed to stop. Okay. That went well. Hannah Scott says, missed it by that much. Joshua says there's a mod you can get on Train Sim Community that adds the announcements in the game. Yeah, I think you have to record your own announcements though, don't you? I don't think they come with the mod. I seem to remember. I could be wrong on that. Iolichi says the training centre is fun. 989. Come on, 11 more. Only 11 more. I remember trying to get to 1,000. I remember what it was like. For those of you who are wondering, when you reach 1,000 and you have the 3,000 or 4,000 watch hours, whatever it is, you get to monetize. So Chocky's so close. This train's really loud, isn't it? I'm going to turn it down a bit more. Is that better? Now you'll be able to hear me. Paddington Bear, next stop. Got it down just in time for the corner. Chocky says you're doing well at these stops. Chocky, I've been doing extremely well at the stops until you turned up. It's clearly your fault. Paddington is a curved platform, mind the gap between the train and the platform. Or perhaps your reality and your mindset. Too early, but that's okay. Better than the other way around with a red light in front of you. The doors are now open. Joshua says, nope, they come with it. I can send it through your Discord if you like. I think I know the one. It's, I think... I'm sure I've seen it on here. Automatic announcement player. Overground Emma announcements. Yeah, there's a few. I'm not too sure which one you're playing though, because there's actually quite a few of them. But anyway, yeah, send it to me on Discord to see which one you're actually playing. I probably won't play it live on stream because there are copyright issues with such things. And if they've loaded them to YouTube so it has the detection. Warwick Avenue, next stop. Quite a long way to Warwick Avenue, actually. Chocky says they come with a mod. I streamed it for 378 the other day. It was brilliant. It's time to work on watch hours. Hannah Scott said, lucky to reach 100. Maybe I should start actually posting some content. That would help. I have seen channels with no or low videos actually reach the monetization point, which is weird. It used to be a lot easier. My main channel was monetized a long time ago, but it lost it with the new rules, and I've never bothered trying to build it back up again because I just don't care. I have enough fun with this one. sorry. Dinner discussions. And I'd better start stopping for Warwick Avenue too. Right door's open. I might have to go shopping to buy some potatoes. How much have we got to go? Maidavale, Kilburn Park, Queen's Park, Kensal Green, Wealdstone Junction, Harlesden, Platform 2, Stonebridge, Wembley Central, North of Wembley, South Kenton, Kenton, and Harrow, Wealdstone. Oh yeah? Actually, I know what I'll do. Iolici says if a TSW train hits you, it either goes through you or you get scooped up generally. And Chocky says there's one called Auto Announce. Okay. Auto Announcer. Naughty. Very naughty. Oh well. Gotten over it. Did that go out live, did it? Sorry. We're just sorting out dinner. Sending out my kids to go and get some spuds. Because the ones we've got are green. It's not good for you to eat green spuds. Next up is Maidavale. Maidavale is a curved platform. Please mind the gap. And please stop, train. Stop! Thank you. Right. Good. Off we go, Kilburn Park. Chocky says, C says I'm going international with my sub count of 39, but I don't really care. He uses count posted a few lame videos, but that's it. Well, at least you've got some. Kilburn Park is the next stop. Joshua says, Jockey just subbed to you from a Flying Southerner account from a YouTube channel it's still to make content for. And Jockey says some potatoes, yes. Jockey, thanks Joshua. Hannah says you're up to 991, says Hannah. Melbourne train guy, south yet? We're in the original Bakerloo Melbourne train guy. Because we can. The current stop is Kilburn Park. Doors will open on the right. Mind the gap. Boop. Just let my wife know that getting spuds. Right, let's get the doors closed. And off we go to Queen's Park. Welcome, Melbourne train guy. Hopefully you're feeling okay. Jockey says Pringles advert spotted. Yeah, they're sprinkled around the joint. Hopefully you're feeling okay, Melbourne train guy. Coming into the overground section now. Going straight ahead according to the signal. It's another one. I thought there was only one of these. So that's worthless shot, because, you know, there's only supposed to be one of these. And I think we might just drop that exposure just a tad. That'll probably do, actually. Go. It's a cool shot anyway. Hannah says Pringles pop up all over the place. Chalky laughs. Joshua says, if you're wondering where the Flying Southerner comes from, my face steam loco is the Flying Scotsman, but I live down south, so the Flying Southerner comes along. Same TOC as Chalky, no less. Cool. Chalky says, will we see a shed? I don't know. We'll know pretty soon. These signals would be red, wouldn't they? Wilder. Joshua is on the Brighton main line, south of Gatwick. Ah, you're on the British Ace line where he works. He works for Southern. Green light. Chalky says, I assume this is timed to happen when there were more than one. A Diesel Legends style thing. I don't know. Because it was released that there was one heritage version of it. Joshua says, I am. Haven't bumped into him yet, though. Oh, well, he'll be around somewhere. Chalky says Southern love running really short trains all weekend when they're full and standing. I think I only rode Southern during the week. I don't think I encountered a weekend train. And I rode them with British Ace, so there you go. And a bus. Our next stop will be Kensal Green in this open-air daylight strangeness from being in the wormhole. Josh says, don't say they've decided to run a 3-car Electrostar on Brighton match day, did they, Jockey? 45, let's go. Full power, Mr. Captain. Chucky says they had 4 cars running from London Bridge to Victoria and 5 cars running Victoria to Horsham. These trains just sitting in sidings too. It's often the crews that they lack, not the trains. So it's usually people that they can't get hold of. Irelichi says, I've made some new Via Rail repaints. They are on Creators Club. Cool. I figured you meant made. Hannah says, unlikely addition to the game, rail replacement bus service where you drive a bus instead. Well, you never know. They've got a Jeep. You can drive that around. Why not a bus? There's a mod that lets you spawn that little Jeep anywhere you want, too. Got a bit of a 30 zone coming up. Yellow light. Just realised it's nearly 6 PM. Be at the airport in a couple of hours. Wealdstone Junction is coming up. Oh, I like strike mode, Hannah. You hold a placard outside a station for hours. Wealdstone Junction, the doors will open on the right. Wealdstone Junction has a slight curve. Mind the gap. You can transfer to the Richmond line here and various others. Red light. Gunk. What do we got left? Because I still need to get 5, 6. Don't know if we'll make it to the end of this because I still want to have a shower before I head out of the house. We'll see. See what we can do in the next 10 minutes. If we can make it in 10 minutes, we're doing it. C says, wouldn't that be OMSI too? I'm just excited to see what new routes might be in TSW6. Oh, you'll find out soon. Harleston, next stop. There's another little ready one. Joshua's got that job interview tomorrow at the University of Sussex. Annoyingly can't show off your home lab proxy server as the new internet isn't going until Thursday. Well, that's sad. Good luck with the interview anyway. I hope you get the role. Just think about those difficult questions, because they'll ask you things like, what are you going to do for us? Why should we pick you? So have some answers to things like that. The other one that's a favourite is over your case, bullfed. The other one that's a favourite is dealing with a difficult person. How do you do that? And the answer is you attempt to discuss it with them one by one, and you attempt to come to an agreement. And only if you have to do you escalate. Because they don't want people who escalate needlessly. There's another red one. Hannah said they did tease a new game from Dovetail, maybe Bus Sim World. Ah, who knows? Alrighty, let's get out of here. As soon as the door's locked. Next is Stonebridge Park. Is there really a stone bridge in Stonebridge Park? That would be the question. Why is everything glowing pink all of a sudden? Full of bananas. Well, that doesn't do what I thought it did. Done fish too. Planes, trains, and fish. So we've done boats. Yes, now we need... Well, we've had a Jeep. So we've had cars. Chocky says there is a Red Hill in Red Hill. Josh says technically City Transport Sim published by TTG had buses, but who knows? Well, it's not published by them anymore. It's published by View App now. They took it back. Here's that little semaphore signal over there. I don't actually find the buses in OMSI all that realistic, see? I'm looking forward to what the truck simulator does when it brings out buses. We'll see how that runs. So I think that could be really interesting. Binka binka. You're welcome, Joshua. Wembley Central, next stop. C says does sound good, maybe like Fernbus? Yeah, we'll see. They've already got the road network and they might as well do it. It's going to close these curtains behind me. Wrong lever. Oh, I don't think it'll be suburban buses, no. So I think it'd be city-to-city stuff. Would be my bet. Oh, I could be wrong with that. Well, it should start slowing down. That's a red signal at the end of the platform. Did you spot something I didn't even see? Nice overhead tracks. Wembley Central, next stop, mind the gap. I didn't even watch. Wait. Okay. Sure. Looks good. Nothing to see here. North Wembley, next up. Yes. Bit of a LOD failure on the bridge there. Embarrassment. What's funny is I didn't even notice. I just drove under it, went, yeah, whatever. Hannah says I haven't played ETS in a while. Might be worth digging out the wheel. Oh, I quite like truck sims. It's approaching 45. Next stop is North Wembley, where the North Wembleys live. Wembleys galore! Why have one Wembley when you can have two? But wait, there's more. You get a free set of steak knives with your Wembleys. Only $19.99 in 3 easy payments with interest of £106 each. Smack! Never mind. Oh, it always adds fun when you're playing with someone else, see? Whether it's games or other stuff. Hannah says it just about runs on your PC, which is a plus. Florian says I must check if it's like that in the PS5 Pro. I haven't run that section on Bakerloo since TSW5. Off we go. South Gunton, next stop. There are dual Cuntons indeed. What other stuff, says Joshua? Well, if you don't know, you don't know. Thank you, C. I'll have to send you a photo of the coffee when I drink it. South Gunton, all the South Guntons, light here. See you later, Chocky Transport. I shall chat to you from your own time zone very shortly. Not much left now, eh? And I think we'll make it in the 10-minute time frame. Oh, no, we didn't. We're a little bit late, but that's alright. I am landing into Stansted. Alrighty, Cunton. The doors will open on the left. Please make sure that you don your raincoat and wear adequate protection in Cunton. I think I almost hit that one. Not too far from you, Hannah. Ah, cool. Actually, I might watch it leave from over here. Just stay on the edge so no one hits me. Left doors. Away we go. I'll definitely need a beer, Florian, thank you. I appreciate it. Joshua says, getting the Stansted Express down to London? Yes, I am. Don't flirt too hard on the train. Get in trouble doing that. Harrow and Wealdstone next stop, which will be the last stop for this stream, because I have to go and have a shower and have dinner and get in a car and get to the airport. Because I have to be there in about 2 hours' time. Roughly. And it's an hour away. Let's keep going. More power. More power. Should probably start braking now, though, or I'm going to run through the bloody station. I will each use going to be making some liveries. That's cool. It varies a lot time-wise, anywhere from 50 minutes to about 3 hours, depending on the time of day. I think we should be okay at the time we're going. Should be fine, I think. When we stop in Harrow and Wealdstone, I'll have a look. Ah, thank you, Hannah. And Joshua. Wow. I won't spend it in Dubai, because if I remember correctly there, a coffee is about $1 million. I bought one there last time, it's like... And then some other lady ended up paying for it because my card didn't work, which was incredibly kind of her. Melbourne Airport, there we go, is currently departures 1 hour and 2 minutes by car. We'll be fine. Lock the doors. You're all very, very generous. Thank you very much. Shunting signal. Let's head off into the siding, and that'll be it for this stream, because I could keep going, but it's probably not a good excuse for the travel insurance. Oh, why did you miss your plane? Well, I was live streaming, and I didn't want to stop. And they'd go, yeah, denied. But thank you very much for the cash, folks. It's incredibly generous of you. I appreciate it. Florian says, yeah, I had a beer at Dubai once. I think it was almost $30 AUD. Yeah, it's not the cheapest place in the world. I'm only there for an hour, though, and with the amount of time it takes to change gates, I doubt I'll even have time for a coffee. I'll probably just squeeze in a proper toilet. I think that'd be about it. Alright, that's it. No, it wants me to get closer, does it? Okay. There we go. Cool. Gold medal. All right. Thank you very much, folks. I will chat to you again from the UK in however long it takes me to get there. I've forgotten how long it takes, but I'll be there tomorrow afternoon, or Tuesday afternoon anyway. So have fun, folks. Thank you very much for joining in this last stream before the flight. I appreciate all of you. I appreciate the cash. It's magnificent of you. And yeah, we'll see what happens, and we will see you from the UK. I'll post lots of shorts, and I'll bring back lots of content to make more videos. Last year's trip, they're all been going up. They're all scheduled now. So are they all scheduled? Yeah, I think they're all scheduled now. So you should see stuff starting to come out from last year. I thought I should get off my bum and actually do it, because I'm going back now. It'll be even worse. Alrighty, folks. Enjoy yourselves. Thank you very much. And we shall see you on the other side. Bye now.